Longwe Twala is back in the spotlight, and so is the issue of the shared photo of a see-through plastic bag full of money found in his phone, Khumalo, and accused number 3, Mthobisi Mncube, who the state believes is the gunman.
Now, by virtue of the fact that there is that bag of money, same bag of money that was found in Kelly's phone, accused number 3's phone, and Longwe's phone, does that then make Longwe Twala also a person of interest?
The answer is no. But then, if I can have an indulgence to explain the difference between this bag of money, because if you take it in isolation, yes, it raises questions, suspicions based on the fact that you know where you find it. But I don't think that in isolation, my lord, and I wanted to go there after I give the opportunity to the interpreter to interpret that you cannot now make a person or focus on a person as a person of interest solely because of one bag or one piece of evidence.
This comes at the backdrop of the video footage showing Longwe Twala walking to Meyiwa's car inside the yard of the Khumalos in what's believed to have been the day after the murder. The state introduced video footage to rebut the version that Longwe Twala is Meyiwa's murderer and shot himself in the ankle after shooting Meyiwa.
Let me and you now try to assist the court. Now, with the vast and extensive knowledge of investigation, would you dispute it or would you agree with me when I say the person who is best positioned to come and articulate about what is happening in that video, about the date on which that video was taken, it's Longwe himself, not so, if we are basically trying to assist the court?
Not necessarily, my lord. I agree he can play a role, but to say perhaps he might be the only option that you can look at, no. Because you can look at, for example, the lady that is there, Miss Kelly, Miss Zandi Khumalo, who was there. She's there. You can see on the video. Obviously, the editors from ENCA, hence the request was made. They'll be able to indicate when was this footage taken.
But Mnisi has now backtracked on this version.
What Mr. Mngomezulu put to that witness was that in terms of his own investigation, Mr. Mngomezulu, what he put to the witness was that in terms of his own investigation, he came across information that Longwe also got injured when the incident took place. In other words, that should not be imputed as a version that came from any of the accused here.
I've now double-checked the recordings, the proceedings, my lord. It doesn't say he was doing his own investigation. In fact, it says a version, putting this version to Colonel Mangena.
Mnisi is not the only one that backtracked from a version. Ramusipili, representing accused number 2, Bongani Gininda, has also done an about-turn, saying he did not mean that Ndanzi never had an O-shaped beard, but rather that he never had it on the day of the murder. The trial continues on Friday. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Mnisi at the High Court in Pretoria.